the state of hip hop and artist development. It's lacking.
Yeah, it's trash.
Talk about it. I feel like because at the end of the day, these executives, they're worried about ROI, return on investment.
Yes.
When you see that artist and you're like, you don't think, oh my gosh, they're talented. You think, oh my gosh, they're talented. I'm about to be a rich person. And that's why I find it, another thing, I find it so disgusting because it's just money. But at the end of the day, the music business is a business. And they have to make their money at the end of the day. And one thing that really frightens me is when they take life insurance policies out on these artists. And then when they release albums, when these people are gone, is it posthumous?
Yeah, the posthumous albums.
Say it again.
I say posthumous.
Basically,
people say posthumous.
You dropping a project when he did. Like, what? That was so ghetto. But no, for real. I just feel like that's like with Pop Smoke.
I've never liked the posthumous album.
I just think like with artist development, it's just like, it's like they see them as money. They stop looking at these people as talent. Well, I think they've always viewed people as money. It's just
I can't blame them. I mean, but it's an industry though. And
the thing is that think about the music industry is that we're so exposed to everything, a lot of things that happen. It's a lot of things we don't know, but we've been exposed to a lot of things. And now that we know so much insight, it's like they got to find different ways to do things and to get around people. That's why people are starting to read their contracts now. Because hella people were signing 360 deals.
I mean, it was better than being more broke.
Because it's a business. They have to make that
money. At the end of the day, even if you sign 360 back in the day, you could still pivot the fame portion into brand deals. I mean, unless you were like dumb enough to sign away like all aspects of your like actual public facing rights and things of that such. But nonetheless, I think, I mean, you can always, I mean, especially in today's era, even if you sign a bad deal, let's say you sign the worst deal ever. They take your publishing, they take your music, they take all of it, your tour, whatever. If you can, I think most artists today that are still wise, they're learning to create something for themselves anyway. So even if, you own the music, blah, 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 they're still pivoting other ways to get deals and create things out of that. Some people, their merch is not tied up in their deals, so they made sure they do very good with merch. They start other businesses. Some people branch out. Like I think Russ. Are you familiar with Russ?
Yes.
You know Russ is a businessman.
Russ owns everything.
Real estate. I'm actually just talking about outside of music. I believe he has a couple things in real estate. He was, I mean, even though the crypto market is trash now, but he had some stuff with crypto. It's just good to diversify. I mean, Cordae has the same understanding. So, I mean, some rappers, they get it. And others don't. It just be like that. But I think nonetheless that it's dying. Everything's dying.
He signed to Atlantic Records, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, well, he's 17. It doesn't really matter because he's underage. That can all go away when he's like 18. And I'm like, I don't really understand.
Yeah, it can. Artists, you can get signed and still get dropped. This is actually what happened to Coco Jones. You're familiar with Coco Jones, right?
Yeah.
Coco. I mean, I had to ask.
That's my sister.
Cocaina. Coco Jones, I believe, I was just listening to an interview where she signed a deal. I'm not sure if it was Def Jam or who, but she signed a deal. I think that's who she's with now. But I just know that she signed a deal at 16 and was dropped at 17. It happens a lot where people can get signed. Just because you're on doesn't mean you're on. Yeah. Or even Gabby Wilson,
She went through a long artist development, though.
I think she signed when she was like 10. And she didn't release until she was, I want to say, because I think I was in college when she dropped that first EP. Because that was around the time that dude was releasing like the hymn. Remember the hymn? Yeah, him and her.
I won't. I really thought that was her ex. Because people was saying, yeah, that's her ex. And I'm like, she do not know that man.
I mean, she said, I don't know that man. I don't know who this is. Sorry to this man. But yeah, she signed early and got shelved. People get shelved all the time. So it's like signing is not the thing that gets you popping.
I think she went through artist development too.
Yeah,
but Prince was like Prince or somebody her mentor. No, I'm confusing her with Snow Allegra. No,
I don't even know who Snow was mentored by, but
I feel like it was Prince. He kind of was a mentor to her. Prince was a mentor to Snow Allegra.
Oh, that's fire. I didn't even know that.
it shows in her music and her artistry and how she
I don't see
drops
it.
things. Not musically influence wise, but just the way the things are produced, the way the things are.
Yeah, I don't see that either. That's why
Really?
I'm really trying to see the connection.
The reason why is because Prince was an artist. Like, he was an artist. Like, he really was sensitive, and he really was like dedicated to his craft, and he was about quality. And I noticed that in Snow Allegra. Snow Allegra is not one of those R&B girls that kind of like drop sporadically. Like, she really takes her times on her projects in the vocals.
So she cares about the music, but I
yeah.
feel like that's common amongst artists. I don't see how that's exclusive to Prince, I guess, because I'm trying to see how that's like saying that if Wayne influenced Drake because Drake cares about the music, Lil Wayne cares about his music, Drake cares about his music. It's like I'm trying to see the parallel there.
I mean, I guess the way how passionate Prince was, I don't really know her like that, but I just know that he influenced her in a way. Like, her music sounds really good. I think her music sounds
good music.
good.
Is
It
good
just
music,
sounds
yeah.
good. Let me just say that her music
D-Mile.
sounds good, and she's very. Who's D-Mile?
D-Mile is name out of all the people we've named.
Mm-hmm.
D-Mile's produced whole projects for all of them. He is the pen. Okay. When I say he is the pen, every Grammy that you could possibly win, D-Mile has. He was winning the R&B category, I think, every year. He's him. When we talk about like producer, he's him. Lucky Day's entire Painted album, the deluxe, D-Mile. Victoria Monet, we were just talking about,
Love
her entire
Victoria.
Jaguar project. I believe
Jaguar
majority.
Too, he on there.
Majority D-Mile. Bruno Mars, Silk Sonic, D-Mile.
I know who that is.
I'm her. What's that song?
The best part.
Could have been no. Her best part I think was like whatever, like written with her and Daniel. But could have been D-Mile.
Is that it?
No, we could have been though. I'm holding it in.
Oh yeah.
That joint. Yeah, D-Miles, you'll find his pulse on everything. Like his discography. I remember one time I recently looked up it was a playlist on Spotify that was like produced by D-Mile, and I was like, oh, this boy got the industry. And it's not just, and think about all the people we just named. There's way more. Snow Allegra, again. There's stuff.
I want you around.
I think that might have been D-Mile. No. I think it was. I think it was.
I
Yeah.
Want You Around?
Yeah, I think that might have been D-Mile.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, he's him.
Okay. Now, I think that besides the artist, what really makes the songs are the producers.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I mean, but now producer. I said this a while ago, that producers are actually the new rock stars. Like, producers are who sets the tone for.
Booming with some more. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying in an era where lyrics.
Weezy out of here.
Weezy is in fact was out of here. In an era where lyrics matter less.
Trapaholics,
Mixtapes.
I'm
Real
sorry, y'all.
traps.
I'm not interrupting Daniel. I have ADHD.
Undiagnosed.
No, it's diagnosed. I had the medicine and everything, but
Sorry, no,
producers.
but yeah, producers set the tone now in an era where lyrics don't matter. So it's like if the beat's fire, you could say anything on the beat, and you're like, yo, he ate that.
It's Sky. He was on one of the Victorious. Andre.
Yeah.
He produced "Snooze" by SZA.
Yeah.
It makes sense because that's the song that he would sing. Like, I feel like, okay, so when it comes to the producer, sometimes I just listen into it because I know a producer is producing it. For example, Pharrell does not have the regular producer tag. It's always the three little count beat
I
in
thought
the
it was
beginning.
4.
Dun, 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 dun. I think it's 4. 3 or 4.
Whatever.
Anyways, he has it, and it's like that Neptune style beat. Like, you just know that this is Pharrell beat, or you know that Brian Michael Cox did this one, or damn, you cracking them toes.
Yeah.
You know Brian Michael Cox did this. You know Rico Love did this. Damn, I'm pulling on the back. You just know who did it. You know who penned it.
You got a top 5 for producers?
Producers?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can either do all time or current, but it's up to you.
This is hard. For number 1?
You don't have to rank them.
Okay, I don't have to.
You can just give your top 5.
Dark Child.
Oh yeah, that's valid.
Ooh. Any old
DC's valid, yeah. All the old gens, yeah.
Come on.
DC's valid.
Brian Michael Cox.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see that.
5, right? Brian Michael
5.
Cox.
Dark Child, Brian Michael Cox.
Zaytoven.
Zaytoven. Trap Don't
Zaytoven
Lie.
is the blueprint to a lot of the trap music.
Church Boy.
He first of all, he's a testament. All church musicians can play secular music well. I could say Metro Boomin because he's really like his hit again. He kind of is a soundtrack for like a lot of the hits that came out in college, and Harry Fraud.
La música de Harry Fraud.
I like it because I used to listen to French Montana and the Coke Boys, and I just loved how he kind of. French Montana really wasn't like that as an artist, like music rapping ability wise.
Yeah.
But the production was so good that I didn't care.
Oh, yeah. He was plugged in.
Yeah. So what about you?
It's gonna be an interesting one. So D-Mile is number one for sure on my list. Probably my favorite, just because I'm an R&B dude at heart. And I love what he has, such great live instrumentation implemented in his music. So that's really fire to me. So D-Mile definitely. Hit Boy.
Oh, I forgot. No.
Hit Boy is my guy.
Okay, I'll add him too.
That's your honorary mention.
Yeah, that's my honorary mention. Hit Boy, because I love what he's doing with King's Disease and Nas.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That was what put him in the pantheon, or in the tier of one of my favorites, King's Disease 2 specifically.
Yes.
When I heard what he did with that Lauryn Hill track,
First of all, the fact that they got Lauryn Hill
to come out of retirement, yeah. But saying if she's gonna show up, she's gonna be late.
She
addressed it on the track. That was the hardest part about it.
She was like, they say what did she say?
She was like,
nah, this is important.
So them two, let me stay there. So D-Mile, Hit Boy, for his work on King's Disease. Kanye is a huge one on my list, because you can't deny Kanye.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hate or love, you gotta put Kanye on the list. You found it?
I'm saving souls, and y'all complain about my lateness. Now it's illegal for someone to walk in greatness.
Yeah.
My awareness is like Keanu in The Matrix.
Yeah.
I'm saving souls. Y'all complain about my
Yeah. I'm saving souls. Y'all complain about my lateness. It still don't justify it, Lauren. We pay tickets. I love you, but we pay tickets. And then, this is all right. So Ye, D-Mile, Hit Boy. Ooh, this is where it gets spicy, because I have a lot of favorites who are so underground, but like they're them.
Okay.
I really love. I'm trying to. Dang, this is a tough spot, because it's a tie between.
We could say both.
So I love what those guys did with. Obviously Pharrell's in there, but like Pharrell's a given. I'm actually gonna keep him off the list just because Pharrell's cool.
Given.
Yeah, it's a given. I'm actually gonna keep him off. Them Pivot Boys. So Saba and Saba, you know who Saba is? Saba. Yeah, he be with he's Chicago. He came up with like Chance and No Name, and Saba. He got a twist.
Didn't he have a song with Chance on the coloring book, or the other one before that?
I mean, he has a couple songs with Chance. I'm not even sure, but yeah, I love how they implemented live percussion into the music the way I hadn't heard anything really like that before. Like, he's the first rapper I can remember of this generation pivoting like what was originally just like straight hip hop, like boom bap, going into a jazz standard, like and he's rapping over it. He's like, careful, be careful. And I'm like, yo, this guy is, I had never heard anything like that. And and it started making me look at his production. Granted, he doesn't produce everything that he does, but he, for the ones I'm talking about, he had a huge hand in his own Take Care project, I believe, and his more recent project, A Few Good Things.
Okay.
So yeah, them Pivot Boys, but yeah, it's a tie between the Pivot guys and.
If we're gonna say what I'm thinking, you say it.
No, we definitely not thinking the same thing, because my next one is like, oh, this is disrespectful. I'm gonna just have to throw him on. I'm gonna just leave the
What are you about to say?
It's Robert Glasper.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
that is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's Robert.
I was about to say. I swear, bro. I was about to say. If you go back and look in the photo, I was about to say. I said R.
Yeah, it's Robert Glasper for sure. Like, he is.
We're besties.
Robert Glasper is that,
and guy. It's low key too, because the thing is that the music that he produced, you wouldn't even know.
And for me,
did he win a Grammy, or he was nominated for a Grammy?
I mean, I think he's won.
He won it. He did win the Grammy, because Chris Brown was like, who's this? Yeah. Who is this?
Basically,
he could have helped your album.
Yeah.
Shade.
But there's so many others I'm leaving off, and that's a wild top 5. Honestly, I need to take Pivot them. Honestly, that Pivot one is a niche, because it's like a 5-way tie I'm actually just making a weird spot with that because really, Felix, or Felix as he pronounce, I believe is as actually pronounced. Masego is an incredible producer. There's so many guys I could really throw on it, but a lot of these guys are artists, so it's like they don't really get the producer credit, but they're that cold.
You forgot about someone.
Who?
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine
Dupri produced BMO.
No, but hold on. We're talking about, well, what we named just now was for our favorites, not greatest. If we're talking about greatest of all time,
no, I'm just
my list is completely obviously taken out of mix. I'm just talking about people who I listen to, and it's like that influence was just there. There's somebody crucial I'm sure I left off, and I'm probably gonna hate myself for it later. But yeah, that
we didn't even add any more women. I think my favorite producer, this person produces their own music. You probably may not listen to them. Tinashe.
Tinashe produces her own stuff?
Tinashe does produce music. So not every single thing, but when she was in her mixtape era, she was on camera making beats. Like,
it's a side note. If Doja ever actually started rapping, and I mean her soul lane, like, I'm looking at the camera and say this.
Say it.
All you female rappers is done. Y'all are cooked.
Done. 2 sticks
Finished.
in a bun.
I don't even like her like that. I don't listen to Doja Cat, but I heard her rap. That girl can rap
in a car.
That girl can rap.
It was freestyle. Like the thing is that she's,
Dr. Seuss.
The reason why Doja Cat was raised by a white woman. She's not really that tapped in with her like black side, and that's not saying it don't make her money, but she kind of wants to step outside of that box.
2 of the greatest rappers of all time also happen to be biracial. I think that's actually why she's able to. That's why she's able to. Someone actually, yes, because someone actually gave her a Drake comparison, and at first I was like, "Oh, that's kind of crazy." But if you're taking accolades out of it for a second, and just the ability to go in between genres, that's Doja Cat. She can do any genre she wants. She can be a pop star today. She a rapper tomorrow. She's R&B the other day. She's creating lanes however she pleases.
If Drake wanted to make a song with Fall Out Boy right now,
and it would hit,
he could do that. Cause one thing, and then you know what? This gonna be a part 2. This gonna be a 2. I'm gonna split this video up. But the thing about Drake that I enjoy, I said that he was a culture vulture, but I took my statement back. The reason why I think that Drake is actually a culture appreciator.
Okay.
The reason why is because Drake is able to tap into various sounds, still sound like himself, but adapts to that style. For example, he did a song with J Balvin.
Yeah.
He did a song with J Balvin, and it sounded good. Drake is able to pivot and he's able to adapt in every different sound. He did a song with Wizkid. Songs. He did like 2 songs with Wizkid. Yeah. Drake's next era is gonna be Piano.
I'm scared for Drake.
He did Jersey Club music to Shaking Your Hips.
Did he? Oh, I mean, yeah, his little album.
It wasn't it was it was this sturdy getting hips. I don't know, whatever. He could do drill music right now.
Drake also has a BBL.
I want to be invited to OVO Fest, so the thoughts of Dan.Theory do not align with Asha C. Thanks.
I'm just saying, y'all favorite rapper got a BBL. We know this. One of the greatest rappers, top 2, if not 2, has a BBL.
Nicki Minaj?
No, Drake.
Beyonce?
Drake.
Beyonce.
Because if we're talking, I mean, because even that's another thing. Like even the idea of celebrity has changed now. Because we were talking about, Michael Jackson. Oh, sorry, I was people within the culture. We were just talking about like
people within the culture.
Me, myself, that guy. I can't forget people within the culture. But nonetheless, talking about how like, do you think we will ever? Do you think it was easier to be bigger in Michael Jackson's era or currently with the addition of the internet?
It's easy to be big right now.
Will we ever? If it's easier now, then will we ever see another star like Michael Jackson?
No.
Why not? If it's easier.
Okay, so it's a comedian. His name is Funny Mike, right?
Yeah.
He had a girlfriend named Jillian. I'm actually gonna post it in here. And he turned his girlfriend into a rapper.
Yeah. He used to be
Funny Mike.
He used to be 22, whatever, 22 Savage. Yeah.
He turned his girlfriend into a rapper, and it actually sounded good. It sounded cool. It sounded decent.
Yeah.
And I was like, if it's that easy, all he did was write lyrics for her, shoot a music video, and it was that easy. I'm just like, come on. And people ate it up.
I mean, he has a platform too, so.
As a platform. The reason why, and it's easier today, is because like you can create the narrative of the artist that you want to be. You have a lot of power. You can, how your branding is, how your image is, like what you can create your own narrative. And so when you put it out there, it depends on who gravitates to it. TikTok is so easy. That's why a lot of people, that's why there's a thing called TikTok music. The reason why it's so easy is because we have the internet. Are on TikTok, they're watching the A&Rs, they're watching, they're on there, versus back in the day where you had to actually have the talent, one, and have a demo. And you had to get this demo. You had to work so hard to get this demo up to Capitol, Motown, and they didn't just let you in. And you just had to.
I mean, gatekeepers. The same thing I said earlier about gatekeepers. Yeah,
it was a lot of gatekeepers. Right now, they're just like, look, whoever's talented and what the kids like, and if they can make us some money, bring them in. Like, let's have them. It's all about money, and it's a business at the end of the day. So we'll never get a superstar, is because we have too much. And another thing, we'll never get a superstar. We will never have another superstar as big as Michael Jackson, because of the internet and the access and the shade room. We have so much access to these artists because we could see what they eat for lunch. We could see what they eat for dinner. We could see where they live. We could see what kind of toilet paper they use. We know so much about these artists. We have so much access to them, so it doesn't faze us anymore. We don't know them. I think the reason why Michael Jackson was such a superstar is because, one, he was so talented, and it was so much allure and mystery to him, but we knew everything about him. But
that's it. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was trying to say.
It's like it's like we don't know that much about Michael Jackson, but we know about Michael Jackson. A lot of things are just a suspicion or speculation.
I mean, yeah, the PR, even PR is gone. I mean, even with presidential election, PR is cooked.
The reason why PR sucks is because y'all don't care about how y'all relate to the public. You saying any old thing, bro. Like,
I mean, I'm glad these artists are doing this. Please let me know more so I don't have to be invested in you in any capacity, because some of them are wild, bro.
Let me know you're trash.
Yeah, let me know who you voted for in certain elections.
Okay, Kanye.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke with them people.
McYaunt. Okay.
So I share the same sentiments in the regard that Michael Jackson. I was telling people that I was thinking about this the other day, that the idea of celebrity is rooted in mystery. So you're only as famous as you actually literally want to be. The more distance or distance people feel like there is between you and them, the higher pedestal they put you on. And as a result,
only for like A-list though, you can't be no.
I mean, we're not talking about these
can't be
these C-list bums.
You can't be Paperboy from Atlanta and drop music.
Not too much on Paperboy, bro.
I'm using
because he was lit though.
Paperboy.
Yeah, I got that. Paperboy. Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
No. I'm just using it as an example. You can't be regular old Joe trying to drop mysteriously and randomly. Your album is going double aluminum. Don't do that.
Double tinfoil.
Don't do that. But yeah,
I mean, I'm just talking about on like a celebrity. Like, look at Beyonce, bro.
We don't know nothing about Beyonce.
When the last time Beyonce did an interview?
She doesn't have to.
Exactly, she doesn't have to. Drake does them for fun at this point. And who does he really talk to? Like random podcasters.
Anwar, Lil Yachty.
Yeah, his boy Yachty. Yeah, it's like it's not a real thing.
Oh.
But I'm saying the biggest of the big is like, oh, they're so big you can't get them. If you feel untouchable, the more untouchable you are, the bigger your celebrity, and the more people are invested in you because they're like, oh my God.
But how do they get to that level anyways?
So that's what I'm saying.
How could a Lil Baby get there? If Lil Baby wanted to just make music and not do interviews, do you think he could do that?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
So you have one act to solidify your greatness.